just about the bad shooting. It was really more so about the bad offense. They just didn't execute well. The screens weren't there. The spacing was poor, and thusly the defeat.
Well, you've laid out a couple of the details that lead to good offense, or bad if you don't execute them. Shooting is just a byproduct of not screening well and not moving the ball or players well. They didn't execute anything on the offensive end.
Gwinnet's on offense.
And guys, Brandon Knight really fits the mold of the new breed of NBA combo guard. He has the length and quickness to guard ones and twos, and his skill set allows him to generate offense both in transition as well as the half court.
Now, here is Knight. He had 22 points in the win against the Raptors in Toronto. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Morris.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Ellington, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. What a year for the Suns in terms of transactions. Start of the season with Dragic and Thomas on the roster and moved them both, Clark, at the deadline.
And, you know, most folks saw the Dragic trade coming after his disagreements with the team. The Thomas trade was a bit of a surprise, though.
Ellington hits them both.
And as you said, the Suns made a flurry of deals at the deadline. You knew they would move one guard, but ended up moving 2, brought back 1 as well.
Chandler kicks it to Tucker. Here's Booker. Knocks down the 3 ball.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's Johnson. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
When the Suns made all those trades, you kind of figured there would be some adjustment, and they did fall off a bit. Still, they felt what they had wasn't quite good enough going forward, so they got a jump on rebuilding last year.
Now, here is Knight. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game.
They've had a cold start so far, just 1 of 5 from the floor here early.
Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession.
And how about the numbers here for Brandon Knight? How last month turned out for him? 2nd in steals, and he's in the top 20 in assists per game. His talent for creating easy buckets for his teammates is such an asset.
And, you know, back to your original point, I mean, he's just a tireless worker, plays that hard-nosed on-ball defense. Most guys just can't shake him.
Now, here is Morris. He's coming off a 10-point game against Toronto.
And he also made his presence felt on the defensive side as well. 3 block shots were registered in that game.
And so it's Brooklyn with it, following Markieff Morris's 3. Lopez a screen. Ellington from outside. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And they're just raining threes on both ends.
Boy, I love the answer. You come at me with the 3, I'm coming right back with my own triple.
It's Knight with the drive. Excellent use of the screen that time.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
And sometimes it feels like Brandon Knight is the Rodney Dangerfield of the NBA. The poor guy just doesn't get much respect.
Yeah, I agree with you, Kevin. Through the end of last season, he'd already been on 3 teams in 5 years. On one hand, it may be disrespectful, but teams recognize his ability, too.
Here's Sloan. Lopez passes to Sloan. Just 5 on the clock. Lopez dishes to Sloan, and it's Brooklyn scoring again. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kevin, I had a chance to catch up with the head coach for the Suns. He had a lot of praise to extend Joe Johnson's way, and with each compliment, it presented a concern for his defense. He knows Joe is one of the most explosive scorers in the league and can hurt you in a lot of different ways on the floor. We'll see if he can hurt them in this one, guys.
Thanks again, Doris. And Young slams it home.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
The Suns trailing. Chandler is screen. It's Knight with the drive. Out left to the wing. And Tucker kicks to Booker. To the wing on the left. Chandler is screen. 5 on the clock. The Suns need to get a shot off. The shot by Knight, no good. For Brooklyn, they've gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. And again, it's Thaddeus Young.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Now here's Knight. 5 points in the game. Here's Chandler. Rejected by Young. They get it back. Morris with the bucket. And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. Thaddeus Young provides a lot of things, Clark. Solid on both ends of the floor. You can plug him into almost any lineup and make it work.
Yeah, he's an ideal basketball player because of his versatility. I think that's one of his greatest strengths. Not only can he play the 3 or 4, he can go inside and outside too.
Bargnani is checked in for the Nets. Larkin comes in for Donald Sloan. That's good from Johnson on the assist from Thaddeus Young.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Now here's Knight. Young with the steal. Ellington the pass to Johnson. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
And also, it's been a positive to watch that they've attacked the paint offensively as well. It's really been about the balance that they've shown.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Robinson's checked in for Young. And it's Brown in for Wayne Ellington. 6 on the shot clock. The 15-footer. Shot is off. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Pass to Robinson. To the paint. Brown dishes to Robinson. Back to Johnson from the arc. That is good. Johnson's got 9.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
And again, it's the Suns missing.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Picked by Bargnani. Larkin kicks to Bargnani. Now Johnson. He's got 9.
Look at the big fella working on that possession. He knows how to fend guys off and get those rebounds.
Rejected by Bargnani. And here's Price for 3. Offensive rebound. Deflects the pass. And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. The shot's good. Brown making the play. And that's 11 points for Johnson.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Now here's Price. Len. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. But what a season for Alex Len last year. Came in looking to find a spot for the team, and he made huge jumps in his game.
And I think it correlated with his minutes going up as well. I mean, played a lot more minutes, and he's a very complete big guy. With the added minutes, the production has gone up as expected.
And the Nets making a change here. Bogdanovich is checked in. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
And, you know, you can expect young big men to improve over time, but I didn't think anyone expected Len to jump ahead so fast.
Lure the pass to Goodwin. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Brown outside. Pass to Bargnani. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two.
And a final remark, guys, on Len. I mean, his defense was the big benefactor. I mean, he was a force in the paint and developed into a really solid rim protector.
The Nets shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. The free throw drops for Bargnani. You have to love the newest stadium in the NBA here at Barclays. Very state-of-the-art, outstanding facility.
Yeah, the Nets have a nice home here. I bet they wish they were stronger here at home. Finished under 500 last season with a record of 19-22.
Reedy's checked in for Thomas Robinson.
And, you know, guys, that 19-22 record here in Brooklyn certainly a stain for the Nets. I mean, they would be the only team to make the playoffs in the NBA last year with a losing record at home.
And here are the Suns now. A 12-point game. Len dishes to Goodwin. And he converts the layup.
And with the Nets' struggles at home last season, they were simply outshot in this building. Also, they were the second worst in rebound differential at home, meaning they got killed on the glass here.
And now here's Goodwin, the fast break chance. From down in the low post, it goes. Goodwin's got his second basket of the night.
Just a good, solid, aggressive finish there on the break.
Not going to get much easier than that, Greg. Simple.
Here's Larkin. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Shot clock at 5. Right block shot, and it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Alex Len picks one up. Phoenix had a season of heartbreak last year. So many losses for them on last-second shots. Late game losses, Greg, buzzer beaters.
Yeah, it's sad if you're a Phoenix fan. How many times this team lost at the buzzer? Just close games in general. Of their 42 losses, how about 18 were by 5 points or less?
That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
You know, trying to think back on all of the last-second losses for the Suns last year, guys. Heck, the Clippers, Milwaukee, Houston, the Grizzlies, Kings, and Warriors. Ouch.
Nets leading by 10. Brown kicks to Bargnani. Teletovic grabs the board. Phoenix has gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. Len with a screen on Reed. Len's shot is off.
And, you know, what is worse for the Suns and last year's buzzer beaters? A lot of them were from big men. Griffin hits a 3, Cousins hits a deep 2. Big men hitting big shots against them. At least they know it can't be as bad this year.
McCullough's checked in for Brooklyn. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Here's the screen. And here is Goodwin. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. Count that one.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Here's Larkin. Down low. Goodwin with a steal. The shot is off. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. It's the Nets up by 7. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And Tyson Chandler, known for being a great teammate, a very vocal leader certainly. He talked about how important it is for an NBA locker room.
Players do the policing. Coach sets a standard, but players individually call out other players, you know, whether it be timeout, whether it be halftime, whether it be pulling guys to the side, you know, in practice. When you have that going on, you see multiple guys doing that, that's when you know you have a good team.
Don't you need a player like this?